In the 2000s, a masterpiece was made. It was an underdog story about a black and white animal with big dreams. But because of what species he is, no one takes him seriously. But through the help of a grumpy mentor, voiced by Dustin Hoffman, he is able to make those dreams come true against all odds. I'm of course talking about Racing Stripes. Hello horse racing fans, and welcome back to another review. Today's episode is a belated celebration of Racing Stripes, which this year turns 20 years old. That makes even a strapping young lad like myself feel a little bit old. As a little kid, I was first introduced to this movie through clips of it floating around on YouTube, either unedited or with classic songs played in the background to make tribute videos, using songs like Spread Your Wings by Queen, the new Black Stallion theme song, Real Gone, and my favorite, Thanks for the Memories by Fall Out Boy. This whole video epitomizes what I remember about late 2000s YouTube. Honestly, these tribute videos deserve their own video down the road. But anyways, I finally saw it in 3rd grade on Netflix, and once owned it on DVD. My parents enjoyed themselves more than I thought watching this one with me, and still laugh whenever I bring it up. I can't really blame them. A movie about a zebra wanting to become a racehorse is pretty goofy. But that isn't a bad thing. Not everything needs to be a serious masterpiece. For every cinematic achievement such as Racing Stripes, you need something a bit more lighthearted like The Godfather so you don't lose your head. With all this time already passed since Racing Stripes left the starting gates, how does this childhood film hold up for me as an adult critic? That's what I'm going to find out today. An orphan zebra thinks he's a racehorse. Okay, I'll go a little bit further. He doesn't just want to be one, he genuinely believes he is a racehorse, clueless to what he really is, taking 3 years for someone to finally tell him. The farm he lives on, while once great, is falling on hard times, so he becomes the only hope of saving it. With the help of his human owners and a group of rowdy talking animals, they train him to race, find love, and save the day, defeating the best racehorses and living happily ever after. Not breaking any new ground. The first script for it was written in only a few days, and the finished product doesn't look like it had too many detours from that. It's not a good movie, but its execution makes it marginally better made and memorable compared to the average schlocky horse movie, to the point I consider it a slight guilty pleasure, because it's willing to go one step further in its silliness, feeling like a hybrid between a horse girl movie and Air Buddies. Talking horses have been done before in worse projects, but in Racing Stripes they actually had the budget to make these animals extra animated. The mixture of real animals and CG models holds surprisingly well. It's not perfect, but it isn't jarring. The moving mouths are subtle, making for some decent CGI. The animatronics are impressive, and I'm decently impressed they got all the shots they did with so many real animals being used on set, including real trained zebras. Hayden Panettiere is really riding a zebra in a lot of these shots. Incredible considering that this is what the average zebra race looks like.
Covered with an Empire State of Mind, and now he stops. Holy cow, none of these zebras want to win. Jay-Z will not cross the wire, so Miss Claver wins.
You don't have to like it, but you can't deny that there was some real effort put into this. The reward for this live-action cartoon style is that it makes it easier to enjoy and accept the unserious tone. Like, of course the zebra is Malcolm in the Middle. So it looks nice, but that's just what you're looking at. What about the jokes? For something like Racing Stripes, you're gonna need a lot of gags to carry out the runtime. To me, it's hit or miss. It's very juvenile with plenty of scatological jokes. The film's plot is enough for some fun, ironic laughs, and there are adult jokes to catch you off guard.
Hey, be careful, pony boy, or someday somebody's gonna wake up with your head in their bed.
But it can be super childish, enough to give you secondhand embarrassment. If you can keep your brain turned off, you've got an easy good time on your hands. What you see is what you get. Take it or leave it. This film has a lot of characters. Too many if you ask me. Most of them are only here to get celebrities into the movie. Seriously, the cast for this film is outrageously loaded. Frank Muniz, Bruce Greenwood, Dustin Hoffman, Steve Harvey, Snoop Dogg as a dog, David Spade, Whoopi Goldberg, Joe Pantoliano, and Michael Clark Duncan. The Green Mile certainly has a different meaning in this movie. The best sentence to describe how this movie got all these guys to star in this film comes from Steve Harvey. Quote, "I didn't want to do it at first. After 20 years of telling jokes, I'm gonna be a fly? I didn't see it. But there's this amazing little thing they have called checks, and they show them to you. Next thing you know, being a fly is really interesting." I have to respect that, honestly. So those are a lot of names, but most of them are just comic relief or background characters. Who is actually important? I'll try to be brief. There are 4 main human characters: Nolan the horse trainer, an overprotective father, and the only normal person to be found. Once a great horse trainer, but after the death of his wife in a riding accident, he doesn't want his daughter Channing to become a jockey too. Woodsy, a longtime friend who helps out, and then there's the bad guy Clara, played by Wendy Malick, a cruel horsewoman, setting Wendy up perfectly for her future role as Beatrice Horseman.
Deborah Pratt's workout schedule. You know, I was beautiful before I got pregnant. I know. You ruined me, Bojack.
Her one character trait is, I like money. On the animal side, Clara's new star horse is Trenton's Pride, the favorite for the big race, the childhood rival of Stripes, and star of his own romantic ex-reader Wattpad fanfiction. If this video gets 25 comments saying Trenton's Pride, I'll read the whole thing. He's kinda interesting. Mostly just your usual jock bad guy, but he's really a puppet for Clara and his dad Sir Trenton, the real bad guy of the movie. So you do kinda feel bad for him, forced to live up to what everyone else wants for him and never getting the chance to have dreams of his own. And for all his trash talk, he never cheats and wishes to win fairly, so he's a good sport. His father Sir Trenton, on the other hand, is downright nuts, going from former racehorse to racist horse. So hell-bent on getting rid of Stripes, he sent a squad of goons to beat him up and capture Stripes' girlfriend. Jeez. Personally, I think Thunderhead did it better, but Sir Trenton is certainly not boring. On the good guys team, Stripes is a moody orphan zebra with an identity crisis who needs to believe in himself. I don't know what else to tell you. Tucker is the grumpy pony mentor who's good at heart, Franny is Stripes' adoptive goat mom, and Sandy is a show horse and the love interest. These main guys and gals are then surrounded by a ragtag group of critters, mainly here just to tell a lot of jokes. Scuzz and Buzz the Flies I found the least funny, as they only really make lowbrow jokes and pop culture references. Their humor is both somehow lazy and try-hard. Goose the Mafia Pelican I thought was alright. His jokes are mostly just references to mob movies, including ones that his actor starred in, but he's a bit more creative, and he can genuinely make me laugh. He's a pelican with ties to the Mafia. I don't really know what else you would want from him. The rest I didn't really care for. The theme continues. What you see is what you get. But again, I have to give some credit. The average bad horse movie, I can't remember the name of a single character. Even if some of these characters aren't good, they are memorably bad, and made me feel something. And no other horse movie has ever quite tried doing what Racing Stripes did, with such a diverse cast of animals. You certainly won't see a potty-mouthed pelican anytime soon. Over 20 years later, how does Racing Stripes hold up? If you expected high art, you're as silly as a zebra in a horse race. It's still as goofy as it was when it came out, and holds up surprisingly well in the visual effects department. If you're gonna watch an unserious horse movie, then go with this one. You'll get more bang for your buck. I give Racing Stripes a 5 out of 10, and a small place in my heart, along with other childhood horse racing movies that shaped me. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment on what other horse movies you'd like to see me review. See you guys next time.